I come from a very Christian-based family. My dad was a pastor. My mom is an agricultural engineer. That is so important because it informs what I did in campus. I really wanted to become an architect. Actually, I remember when I was young, I used to actually draw houses to scale until I got to Form 4 and NEC did the thing.
Now umemaliza campus with a degree ya mzazi. Did you use it after that?
Yes, I did use it, but it was short-lived because it was not really what I wanted to do. Kulingana na mahali nilikuwa, context especially a church, what was available for me to start earning money ilikuwa ni vitu za media. Basically, KJG photography. 6 years later, nataka kwenda kufanya course ya business management. But in that season, the more biashara ina grow, the more mashida zako zinakuwa mingi. Jonathan Njoroge, I'm a simple man. Yes, I'm the CEO of Artlink Agency Limited. We are into marketing and strategy for what we call growth-focused brands. Our goal is, if you want to scale, if you want growth and sales, that's what we focus on.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Well, today we are extremely happy to be having a conversation, a great conversation, I believe, with Jonathan Njoroge, the CEO of Artlink Agency, a company that helps brands to grow through storytelling and strategy, and of course a lot more. He's gonna say that in the introduction. This is Adventures in Business on Influencer TV Kenya, and my name is Joan Mwaneki. And before we start, this episode has been proudly sponsored by Prime House Interiors Limited. So let's get down to it. Hi Jonathan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm also well.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you very much for allowing us to be here and saying yes to this conversation. We are very much excited to have it.
Thank you, Joan.
So yes, for now, I'll just give you this chance to introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name again is Jonathan Njoroge. I'm a simple man. I'm doing business. We are into marketing and strategy for what we call growth-focused brands. And I'm very excited to have this conversation. I'm very curious to know how this conversation is going to end or to go, because I don't know whether we're going to have a lot of value for the people viewing. Yes, I'm the CEO of Artlink Agency Limited, and we are excited to always work with brands that want to go to the next level. Our goal is, if you want to scale, if you want growth and sales, that's what we focus on. But maybe you can get to those details later.
Yes, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, but for now, maybe you can just tell us about your background, how you grew up, and as a child, what exactly did you want to do?
Sasa tumeanza kwenda conversation, napenda sasa. So I'm from what we call a middle class family.
Okay.
I grew up not so bad, especially in later years in life, but I really wanted to become an architect. That was what I wanted to do. Actually, I remember when I was young, I used to actually draw houses to scale.
Wow.
So now, nachukua like a plain paper na nachora, the way I would envision like a house my parents would want to build one day.
Amazing.
So I wanted to become an architect. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I just got fascinated na big mansions, big houses. So, and I had that aspiration for a very long time until I got to Form 4 and NEC did the thing. NEC did the thing. Yes, so I had that aspiration, and I thought it was possible because my parents always told us, you need to lazima upasuke nye unataka. you have to continue working hard. Of course, at that time, school was what was the most important.
Yeah.
So I went to public school when I was younger. Then I went to private from class 3 to class 8. I went to a public school, high school, Othaya Boys, and then I came to campus in JKUAT Boys, so JKUAT.
Oh,
yes.
Nilikuwa sasa nishaanza kufikiria JKUAT Boys na tuko campus.
Yes.
Okay.
JKUAT Boys your time, it had a lot of young men, a lot of men than women.
Wow.
Yes, it was, I think, 70-30.
Oh, really?
Yes, 70-30. The truth is, to even have a girlfriend in JKUAT Boys then, it was not balanced.
Ilikuwa hustle.
Yes. So that's how I grew up. I come from a very Christian-based family. My dad was a pastor. He's still a pastor even now. My mom is an agricultural engineer. She was working in a tea factory that time. And that is so important because it informs what I did in campus. And then we are 4 children. I'm the only boy, the firstborn, and I have 3 sisters.
Wow.
Yes.
So uko JKUAT Boys ulikuwa unapasua course gani?
Great. So because of what I scored in NEC, I got a B+. So
but unaiongelelea ni kama
nilikuwa nikuwe mtu wa A. So I got a B+. So in my choice of when tulikuwa tunaenda kwa PC, provincial commissioner, tunaenda kuchoose courses huko. So when I went to the PC, I selected of course architecture as the first one.
Yes.
And then my parents and my uncles forced me to select an agricultural course. So huku mwisho nikaeka an agricultural course because my parents said so. So apparently JAB yenye ilikuwa inatuita iliamua
unafanya course ya
hizi architecture zote hatutakuita. Yenye uliweka huko mwisho yenye utakuita. So nikaitwa kampo JKUAT kwenda kufanya horticulture. Horticulture, for those who don't know, my viewers, is the study of fruits, vegetables, and naitwaje, fruits, vegetables and flowers.
Yes.
That is the study of greenhouses. Export flowers. That's what I did basically my entire 4 years. Gladly. I would say I did not complain much because I knew exactly what I wanted to do once nikimaliza kampo. But then I just stayed in JKUAT. I came out with what I call 2 degrees.
Nice.
So I finished with either degree ya gava inajua ya horticulture, but nilitoka na degree ingine yenye gava ijui inaitwa music.
Nice.
So I did a lot of music. I play a lot of instruments. So those are the 2 things that I came out with in campo.
So you did one as a minor?
I would not call it a minor. Is that I pursued some. So nilienda kuna kitu inaitangwa ABRSM.
Okay.
ABRSM ni professional certification for music. It's international. So
nice.
I decided to teach myself music because it's really fun for me. Ndio natumianga so nilienda ABRSM Kenya Conservatoire, nikafanya music up to grade 2, but then it's too expensive and I was paying for myself. My parents could not pay music for me because they thought it was not a career.
Of course.
So nilikuwa najisavia, naenda class moja ilikuanga ya 45 minutes ilikuanga 1350. So to go 10 classes is 13,000. So kijana wa kampo anapewa pesa wapi? So nikamalizia tu hapo nikasema let me tutor myself at home and then I'll go for exams. So grade 2 ndio nikafikisha, but nikamaliza kampo nikasema tuta revisit once we get some money.
Now umemaliza campus with a degree yenye si yenye ulitaka kufanya rohoni. Yeah, degree ya mzazi. Did you use it after that?
Yes, I did use it. I did use it for 8 months.
Wow.
So nilienda mahali nilikuwa nafanya attachment, nilienda kuuliza kazi na nikafanya hapo for 8 months. But it was short-lived because it was not really what I wanted to do. I was extremely aware of fulfillment. So fulfillment meaning I want to do something that I'm really excited about. And horticulture was none of it. It was my mom's course. So that's when I decided to just quit and go pursue something else. I must tell you at this particular time, I don't know what I'm going to pursue. because architecture simekata. Music, it's really not something I thought I would use as a career. It was just a skill. Na nimeachana na history ya horticulture. So I go. And that's where now what I do currently, of course it may evolve, ilianzia hapo.
But sasa ndo ianzie hapo, there must be something that pushed you to be in the creative side.
Yes.
So what's that thing?
It's called the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
What is this thing that I can do now that can give me money now? Because I need to survive. That's what I was trying to do. So, kulingana na mahali nilikuwa, context especially a church, what was available for me to start earning money ilikuwa ni vitu za media. So there was a camera. Actually, I must tell you, the first camera that I used and the first opportunity I got to actually do media work was with your uncle.
Wow.
It's so coincident. It's so coincident. Yes, the first event, it was a 3-day event with, I don't know whether it was his camera. I think it was his camera.
Yeah.
And that's what I used. And that's what I realized. Kumbe kitu naweza fanya na nipewe kitu. That's the first time that happened. And it was just, wacha tu nijaribu lazima nilishe. Number 2, sikuwa nataka kurudi Nyeri. Kwetu ni Nyeri. Going back to up country was a no-no. Because if I went back to up country, there was no coming back to Nairobi. And I knew that if I come to Nairobi, actually nikiselect vitu zangu ilikuwa nitoke Nyeri, niende somewhere outside Nyeri, I will just find my way back to Nairobi. Now since I got Juja, at least karibu na Nairobi, there is no way I was going back home. If I go, kama ningeenda nyumbani, babangu angenijengea kanyumba hapo kwa compound, nipate bibi hapo nyuma. That's what could have happened.
Yes.
So I decided no, I'll stay in Nairobi, and to do that, my mom had a rule. It's either you are fending for yourself or you are doing schoolwork. So I started with photography. So I did photography from 2015. Hapo nimemaliza kampo. So 2015, 2016, nikafanya nini. But my mom could not allow me to stay in Nairobi even anipatia pesa. So akaniambia, Jona, lazima utafuta kitu ya kufanya ama urudi. Nikamwambia, nataka kurudi shule. So nikamwambia shule gani? Nataka kwenda kufanya course ya business management in KIM. Hiyo shule inaitwa KIM.
Yeah.
So akalipa. So mimi nikaingia KIM for a whole 1.5 years. So I thought I would stay for 3 years ili niwe nimejishikilia, but because nilikuwa nisha graduate, waliniambia half of it hautasoma hii nusu. So for 1.5 years nikasoma KIM, nika graduate na diploma.
Yeah, your business
Business management. Okay. So but in that season ndio sasa niliamua lazima history ijipe kabisa. Ijipe. So in that season a lot of things happened. Biashara yangu ikagrow but ikaanguka at the same time na ikaanza tena within 2 years. And finally I was able to tell my parents, sasa siwategemei tena, respectively, I can now be able to fend for myself na nitajitunza huku Nairobi. Kasawa. So that's what happened in that season, and hapo ndipo mashida yangu ilianza.
Alas. So I want to understand something. Hivyo vile like ulikuwa umeanza biashara, ulikuwa umeanza like your time is marketing involved? No,
it's just for you. I'm a photographer.
You're
I'm
just a
looking
photographer
for ladies like you who wants shoot za wadhao.
Kotao,
tunaenda tunapiga hiyo, tuna edit vitu kama hizo. It was basically kienyeji photography. Of course hatuko tunafanya zile za tauza so. It was full photo shoot. So unaenda mtu anakubook for like a family analipa 3K. Kashoot ka portrait kako mtu analipa 3.5, mwingine 1,500. So hivyo ndivyo tulikuwa tunaanza. So unapata in a week nikiwa na shoot 3 niko na kama 10,000.
Nice.
Unaona ni hivyo tu. Then unakaa tena kama mwezi bila kitu. Hiyo pesa yote inaisha. So that's how that biashara ilikuwa inaanza. Na nilianza tu na watu wenye ninajua around wana realize Jona ako na camera. Kama ufanye. So that's how it started. At that time, we were still doing that with my very good friend, who is now my partner kwa hii biashara tuko nayo, ito Eric. We were doing all those things at the same time.
Nice.
So natafuta shoot, anatafuta shoot, tunachapa, tuko tunaishi pamoja. Yeah, so that's what happened.
Okay, that is glorious. And sasa, how did you move from that to now? Kujiambia like, oh, I can help companies grow through storytelling and the strategy now. Tulifikapo aje sasa kwa Artlink.
Hiyo Joan jump ni kubwa. Because tunaongea kuhusu 6 years later.
You did photography for
6 years, yes. Because nilifanya photography from 2015 hadi 2020.
Wow.
Yes, hadi 2020. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 years. In those 6 years, hiyo biashara ilikuwa imeanguka, ilikuwa nimerebrand mara mbili. So the first time ilianguka kwa sababu unapata client, so ilikuwa ni wedding. Mde fulani wa kampo anakuja anasema, "Hey Jonah, tulikuwa naye kampo na kupatia hii job." Committee wanakupatia job. Ushaifanya wedding before? Unaenda. Unafanya kazi, client akiangalia hivi anashangaa gapo. What's up? Actually
ni harusi tutarudia.
We did a lot of mistakes kwa sababu Eric, who was editing the video, wakati alimaliza kuedit video yeye aliona hizi footage zinanijazia space. So akadelete row zote. Akidhani sasa client hii video atapenda. Client anasema kuna video fulani ya mtoto fulani alisema sijui memory verse haiko. Kuna anko fulani haiko. Hebu ongezea. Footage mko nazo? Hakuna.
Oh my god.
Time ya kuquote tulikuwa tumequote, mimi sijui akili yangu ilikuwa inaonyesha nini. Nilikuwa nimequote album ya 200 pages. So sasa hii nikifikiria album ya 200 pages. Na unajua kuwa na photobook hiyo time ilikuwa ni zile za kuweka. Do you know 200 pages inatoshana aje? So mimi napatia huyu client 200 pictures. Anasema hii ni mchezo bana. Hatuku agree hivi. Tulikuwa tumelipisha hiyo shoot 50,000. Client akalipa deposit ya 25. Siku ya kwenda harusi akabadilisha, akasema sasa bibi harusi hatoki mahali tuko tumeagree Thome. Anatoka Kirogoya. So ni hiyo usiku muanze kutafuta gari. Then go to family, at least auntie moja, cousin yangu moja akanipatia gari yake. Tukaenda tukulala Kirogoya. Unaona? So it was nearly by the time tulikuwa tunamaliza hiyo siku, hiyo 25 ilikuwa imeisha yote. Siku hata na watu kama wa video wakufanya bishitu yangu alikam kuingilia, akakam kushoot. Huyo client finally alikataa kulipa the rest of the 25,000. So in the first business, I lost all the money. I went at a loss. Number 2, kulikuwa na 4 other weddings zilikuwa zina happen za watu kona waenda kampuni wao. Zilishia hapo. Zote. Zilishia hapo. So juu ya frustration na sikuwa proper business person where unajua hii kimesi imemes, move on to the next. Nilidwell hapo sana. So nikasema hii biashara hazi.
Haitaweza.
Hii haiwezi. Hii ninafunga na ninaachana nayo. So nikasema sit pursue stories of photography tena for a while. And it's in that particular time yenye nilienda kufanya kazi kwa a photographer called Tandiwe Muridu. So huyu alikuwa totally different kind of photographer because alikuwa ni watu wanafanya hizi advertisements za billboards za kina Safaricom, EABL, but alikuwa anafanya very high end weddings. So si tukilipisha 50,000 wedding hapa, Tandiwe alikuwa analipisha photography pekee to 50,000.
Jeez.
So I got a chance to work na yeye for around 6 months. And wacha nikuambie, si nilitembea. Tulienda Mombasa na ndege. Tukaenda na Shipai. Yaani nashanga hii yote inatembezwa ni photography. So hapo ndipo nilirealize it must be I am doing something wrong because it's really working for her.
Yes.
Nikarealize it must be clients wenye na pursue. So nikabadilisha nikasema I will rebrand myself and you alikuwa ameniallow nitumie portfolio yake in terms of pictures zenye nilichukua kwa event zake.
Yeah.
Hivyo ndivyo sasa nita rebrand. So akanipatia picha, nikatengeneza portfolio poa na nikamwambia wacha niende nikajitafute. After those 6 months nikafanya kitu yangu sasa. So nikatoka. Immediately kutoka kushare tu portfolio kwa wase tu hivyo. Nikapata 3 weddings. That December 3 weddings. Na zilikuanga sasa hii nilipisha 50. Hizi zilikuwa 80 90. They were still not that kama za Tandiwe, but they were something. So nikapata 3 weddings, mbili huku Nairobi, ingine Kisumu. Na hapo nilikuwa nimesha develop some other networks za watu tunafanya kazi na wao. So tuka service hao, biashara ikakuwa poa. And from that time it was in 2018, 2019 and 2020 biashara ilikuwa poa kwangu. But the problem ni kulikuwa na shida moja. Biashara ilikuwa ni mimi. So client nikimwambia si come shoot, mtu mwingine atakam na cancel. Yes, because you see when you are a photographer na wewe ni wewe brand, a person does not want anybody else apart from you.
Yes, true.
And that was a problem. Unaona. Then nilikuwa pia nishaingia into a little bit of video hapa na pale, because again wedding is a very good business. However, it's what we call it's you need to do a lot of weddings to get good money, or you need to charge very expensive and do little. Na mimi nilikuwa natafuta biashara yenyewe client akikuja hapa atuwekelee milioni 5. October mumefunga mwaka. That's what I was looking for. So nilikuwa na realize for me to make 5 million nikicharging 100k, I have to do 550. Ni 50 ama ni 500 weddings. So 50 weddings hata ni 50.
Hapana, 50 ni kidogo.
Ni 500. So to do 500 weddings na uko na weekends 52. It's either you have to have a lot of photographers. Hii nikaona hiyo biashara. Wacha kitu iendelee. But worry yangu ilikam ikakuwa justified wakati COVID ilihit. Juu I remember March of 2020. Unye akasimama pale na akasema lockdown.
13th of March.
Exactly. Lockdown. Funga lockdown, hakuna kitu. Zile pipeline zote zilikuwa za harusi. Nilikuwa tunapata message, unfortunately tutaendelea. That is by that time nilikuwa ninaweza kujua lazima ulipe deposit proper na vitu kama hizo. But you see, client amekuja amesema unfortunately si mimi nimeforce kitu ifungwe. So hata 20% to retailing client aki-cancel hawezi retain hapa. So nikupatiana yote. So actually account yangu ilitoka from almost 350,000 shillings worth of deposits, unaona, to less than 20,000.
Hey!
Yes, because lazima urudishie watu do. That's what happened. Na hiyo ni mwaka yenyewe ninafanya rurashio inaniangalia hivi. Ninaoa that August. So na hamuna job, nothing. You are doing nothing. Na pesa umesharudisha zote. So it was a really bad year. And sasa nipo nilirealize I have been actually doing a business that ile siku yenye nitaondoka hiyo biashara haiwezi grow. Haiwezi endelea. Sasa nikajiuliza what do I do? So tukasema wacha tuweather season ya lazima niliamua si postpone kuoa. Lazima nitaoa. So kwanza ni focus na kuoa, nijue venye nitapeleka mahari, nijue venye nitafanya harusi, then tutafikiria mambo ya ku-strategize biashara afterwards. So that's what happened. 2020 kaisha, August mimi nikafanya harusi, and then after that ndio nikarudi nikasema sasa niko na bibi. Huyu bibi atakula story. Bibi hawezi kula story by the way. Mtoto akikuja kwanza ndiye worst. So I decided to now be a little bit more deliberate on what next do I need to do before that. But I did not have the answer. I knew the idea of what I wanted to build, but how to build it, Joan sikuwa najua vile nita build. So I had to change the strategy and say, instead of nianze biashara sasa mara ya 3, then nifanye the same mistake. Sikuona niende ni learn how proper businesses work. Na kwa nini biashara zingine COVID imekuja na hazijafungwa. So I decided to look for a job. So nikapata job Media Max. as a sales representative. So nilikuwa nauza ads za K24 na Kameme TV. Nikamwacha nikae hapo miaka hiyo 2. My objective ilikuwa ni nini? Kwa nini hao sio wanauza hivyo? Of course Citizen walikuwa wanauza better. But kwa nini hawa wanauza? Nilipata job huko. So kwa nini hawa wanauza hivyo? Then nikajiuliza, ninatoka hivi na kuja na biashara ya foso. Natoka hivi na kuja. Kwa nini siwezi fanya hivi? So nika realize there are several structures and things that these people are doing zenye zimewaallow that nikikuja kwa hii biashara ninaweza watengenezea pesa na nitengeneze pia zangu. So nikaanza kulearn structure ya proper business nini. Nika realize haya out of hakuna hapa ndipo macho yangu ilifunguka Joan. Out of projects zote zenye Media Max walikuwa wanauza as products, production was a very small part of it.
Wow.
Very small part of it. Tulikuwa unapata kwa project kama ya Azimio ya 50 million. Hakuna production. Hakuna. So na realize kwa hiyo value chain yote, yani mimi nilikuwa na focus haka kitu. So nikaanza kulearn, nikifanya mpaka campaigns za some other clients, nikaanza kuunderstand that out of budget ya 10 million, kitu kama video production imepewa kama milioni 1. Yet kuna mtu mwenye hiyo 10 million anaenda kama 6. So what it means that I was in a position yenye I was doing the least. So nika realize what are these things that are making these people kupata hii pesa yote. Nika realize things like campaign management, strategy. Hapo ndipo inaanzia. By the time mtu anakuja kukuambia Jona fanyeni hii project ya documentary, kuna mahali job ilianzia. Unaona, hizo conversations za hizo boardroom nataka nikue. Afterwards, mahali pesa inaenda. Kama sababu inakuja kwa kitu kama K24, nikipenda kuwa part of hiyo conversation na mahali hiyo product inaenda. Hapo niko nika realize now we have to strategize and not only do a small part, we have to do the entire value chain.
Yes.
And that's where sasa Artlink ilizaliwa. In my second year of business, I decided to restructure everything. I need to do business. Several things happen hapo katikati. Nikaanza kufanya projects hapa na pale na watu kama mkurugenzi. Hapo ndipo Artlink the first after COVID, after nilishapata job ili blue at least na live stream zake, nikapata jobs hapa na pale. But in the meantime I was taking Kenya ninaona pale na kuja naleta hapa. Then ikafika time lazima ningetoka. But nika realize ile kazi nataka kufanya siwezi fanya peke yangu. Inahitaji hii mind A na hii mind B.
Sure.
So ndiye nikaenda nikatafuta watu wawili tunafanya kazi na wao, Sharon na Eric. Nikawaambia tumekuwa separate for almost like 2.5 years now. However, nina feel tunafaa tufanye kitu pamoja. So are you ready to resign? Wote walikuwa wanafanya job mahali. Are you ready to resign tuje tuanze kampuni pamoja? Sharon nikamuuliza pia. Kumbe hata wao walikuwa na contemplate wenye watatoka mahali wako wafanye kitu yao. Walikuwa tu hawajui ni nini watafanya. So time niliwakuja nikawaleta, watu wakasema so between October, mimi resign October, between October na December wote, that is the year 2022, wote walikuwa washa resign. Si mimi hata nilikuwa nimeresign. Na mimi sasa hiyo November yenye nimeresign October, November nikapata first born. So nimepata first born na sasa sina job. Na niko na hii biashara. Lazima tukuuze. So that's what now started this new Artlink yenye saa hii naona. But then nilileta a lot of things from mahali nilikuwa na work, so that hatukuanza from scratch.
Zero, yes.
So that's where now Artlink ilianzia. That's a summary of 6 years.
How did you get your first client, like the very first client to Artlink?
Let me tell you, our first client to Artlink. So kuna yenye tulikuwa na wao wenye mimi nilitoka na wao from the previous biashara. But wacha nikwambie mwenye tukiwa sisi watatu the first one. Kwanza hiyo ni very interesting. Tukapata jamaa fulani mwenye anafanyanga alikuwa anafanya a lot of debate tournaments za mashule. So tukasema wacha tutafute huyu jamaa juu alikuwa close to our networks. Tuone kama tunaweza have meeting na yeye village market. tuketi naye tumconvince kwa nini hii brand yake kama haendi kwa media itafail. So tukamtafuta, tukapatana naye Village Market, na ilikuwa ni hivi. Mr. Masharia, tungependa sana hii brand yako grow. The things that you are doing as your company are huge, but nobody knows about them. So let us build a strategy for you and let us mechanize venye tutai make sure unajulikana. Na tukifanya hivyo utaona difference. Akatuambia, actually I've been thinking about it. So you guys do it? Yes. So akatuambia, no problem. What do we do? Akasema, nakuanga na events this and this and this, can you plug in? Akatupatia event ya kwanza ya photography. Tukafanya, ilikuwa poa sana. Then akatuambia, sasa nataka mtengenezee strategy na plan ya venye tutafanya na hizo vitu zote zitaendelea. Do you know that's how we started with that first of a client? And in that first year, he gave us our first big project in Johannesburg.
Oh, wow.
In our first year.
Aya.
So mimi na Sharon, in Johannesburg for a whole week. Hapo ndipo by the way tulipata a lot of assurance that ni kama history inaweza.
Yeah.
And tumekuwa na huyo client since then. Now we're in our 4th year. Time. Tumekuwa na yeye since then. Even the first year itupeleka Johannesburg, you can be sure how many other countries we have gone to.
Yes.
But hivyo ndivyo tulianza kupata project hapa na pale. Kwanza ilitupa validate sana kwa sababu kushow you guys you are doing a project in Johannesburg. It means nini, so ukienda upresent a client hivyo anapata client. So that was how we got our first client. We soon after came and got other clients. Ukipanda pale kwenda kwa boardroom yetu utapata kuna kitu tunaitanga kwa hiyo ofisi the wall of fame, into top 10. You can see our top 10 clients hapo. I will show you once. Ama camera nachukua BTS hapo ikienda kufanya. So we have some other clients that we work with, and hivyo ndivyo ilianza that first client. We were not perfect because we had never done anything to do strategy before. We knew that this is what we need to do to learn.
That's amazing, guys. Mnasikia. I mean, this is such a beautiful story, but for now, just allow us to take a short break. We are coming back soon. Thank you. Hello, great people. It's the grand unveiling of elegance, luxury, and timeless beauty. Welcome to the Haven of Beauty, Sapphire Salon and Spa, and of course, design done by the best, Prime House Interiors Limited. How was your experience working with Prime House Interiors Limited?
The design is what we want, and it features a salon, VIP salon, and it is very good. Anyone who wants to make this business can go with Prime.
In a scale of 1 to 10, can you rate them? 10 being the highest.
I actually rate 10. 10 out of 10.
Amazing. How about you?
10 out of 10.
We are happy that you had a very good experience working with Prime House, and you're actually satisfied client. So whenever there is another project, we'll be there for you. Thank you so much. Hello, we are back and thank you so much for waiting on us. So let's just continue with this conversation and see how it ends. Jonah.
Yes.
Umeenjoy break yako?
Nimeenjoy.
Of course umeenjoy.
Tuambie.
Hapana. Za ndani hizo.
Okay.
I'd love you to tell us the challenges that you have faced in your business, in your company, and how have you managed to overcome those challenges?
Is to get consistent clients. That's a big challenge, to make sure that unajua biashara ikigrow ni vitu mingi as you grow. You find that you need to get watu wa kufanya kazi. Sometimes you need to get an office. Now the more hizi vitu zina grow, the more una realize inahitaji do. Right? So unapata kama hauna consistency ya venye tu zinakam, vitu zako zitakwama. So unapata kuna mtu anategemea mshahara, hauna pesa ya mshahara. Landlord anaangalia rent, hauna pesa ya rent. So I think to make sure that kuna consistency in how you get clients becomes a huge a huge challenge. Hiyo inahusiana na process yako ya kuget new clients iko aje. Na ndio maana sisi tulisema the first thing tunataka kufanya after tushaanza biashara ni ku get what we call retainer clients. They are usually the easiest. They will not pay you a lot of money, but watakuwa wanawekelea pesa every month ya kusaidia wewe biashara yako irun. So that was one of the things that we did to solve your challenge. Yeah. Then after that, ukishajua vitu zako ziko sorted, kuna msi anasemanga that if you have not sorted your basic needs, you have no business pursuing any other thing. Kama kwako saa hii Joan, haujui kenye utakula na hujui rentaji, usifikiria mambo ya TO ati kuna biashara utakuza kubwa sana, ama unaanza kufikiria ati venye utaenda Dubai holiday.
Yeah.
That can't work. Because kuna food inakusumbua. So that's the same thing for business. Taking care of the basic needs first. What do you need to run your business? If that is fixed, then unaweza fikiria vitu mingi sana. Expansion, kuleta watu wengine, kupursue client. Ilifika place yenye tuliweza mpaka fire a client. Tunamwambia, unfortunately, from now on we are not able to serve you because we think you no longer fit who we are serving. You can't do such moves until story yako ya mini client iko. That is one of our biggest challenges. Inakuanga hivyo. The other second biggest challenge in the story, this is now an internal person, me as a CEO, who is responsible for this like cash flow management, which becomes a huge factor to consider. If you do not have money in the business, your business will fail. Actually, ninasemanga hivi Joan, that it's better to have no business than to have a business with no money. Why? Because let's say una biashara, hauna rent ya kulipa, hauna watu wa kulipa, hauna ma subscriptions zenye unalipa za kuserve client. So if right now upate client, utabaki zero. Mimi nikikuwa na biashara yenye kuna watu wananiangalia, nikikosa biashara na kuna clients na serve, nikikosa pesa, hawa watu hawalipwi, there is no way of servicing those clients. So I will not be at zero, I'll be at negative.
Yeah.
So cash flow management is just understanding how money comes in and out. Sasa hilo nilielewa kwa nini ukienda kutafuta pesa kwa kampuni fulani umefanyia kazi wanakushinda wakikuzungusha. Cheki imeandikwa, tunangoja tu signature moja. Jonathan, tutakupigia. Haya, after some time, msee by there kwa UK hajarudi, so check haina signature. Of course it's a bad way of doing it. Afadhali kusema to this we cannot pay ni siku, but the reason why they do that is managing cash flow. You need to know how much money remains in the business for you to work, how you pay your service providers, na watu wote, and that's one of the biggest things that nimekam ku learn about kurana biashara, and to make sure that you always have clients. Na ukipata clients, pesa una manage aje. Those are the two things that especially ukianza, they are the things that you need to figure out. History ya kusema ati umeenda kutafuta certificate of incorporation, ati kuregister kampuni. Kuregister kampuni hiyo ni karatasi pekee. Kuwa na karatasi ya gava imaanishi uko na biashara. That does not mean. So I would suggest even before you start looking for the certificates na karatasi, do you have business?
Okay. Because
the company registration or the company, whether ni a business name or company or partnership, is just a vehicle. It helps you do business. It gives you what we call negotiation power.
Yeah.
But first of all, get clients, learn how to manage money. And of course, to get money, that means your product matters. Is your product solving a real problem? Or umeona Joanna anafanya show, ukaamua hata uanze show. Ujue alianzia ya nini?
Yeah.
So is this solving a real problem? And is it actually transforming or changing the life of the person you want? Because people pay to get a change or a transformation.
Very true.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, which values guides you?
Values.
Yes.
Well, there are many, but for me, I think the biggest value is growth and leadership. The reason I'm saying that is for mahali kampuni yetu imefika, we have quite a number of people working with us, whether internally or contractors. And my responsibility mahali niko haikuangi ni kufanya kazi pase, inakuanga ni ku give oversight. And with that, it's important to be a leader to make sure people are growing. And that is one of my biggest value, which is growth and leadership.
Yeah.
And for growth, there is a Japanese concept called Kaizen. And Kaizen means that you just need to grow 1% every day. Not 10%, 1%. You need to make sure that kitu unafanya saa hii, you, with compounding effect, kila siku na improve just 1%. So, and it's not my only responsibility to make sure everybody is growing. It's everybody to make sure that they are growing, even a small margin. So, nimejipata nowadays put a lot of effort and work in how I am equipping the people that I'm working with for them to grow. Okay. Tunasemanga, build the people who build your business. And then they will build your business. That has been one of the values. The other one that an entrepreneur needs to have is a lot of resilience. Biashara inakuanga ngori. There is a time, I think it's last year, yenye tumefanya kazi, and you see how we work is a lot of our clients pay us. Don't pay us until we do the job.
Yeah.
So you have to have a lot of what you call working capital. So tumetumia pesa yetu kufanya projects, lakini client hawalipi. So there was this season yenye siku moja niliingia kwa account online banking yetu ya kampuni, nikarealize tuko na only 100 bob. Now, ukiangalia 100 bob and then uangalie, oh my god, zile bills zinakungojea every end of the month. Bills zetu ni mob, wacha tu nikuambie tu hivyo. So kuwa ni hauna do ya kulipa wasee, kulipa rent, kulipa staff, it was crazy. Like for 2 months hakukuwa na do. So it was now my responsibility kuketi chini na ku make sure kampuni hatufungi, nimefunga twice, siwezi fungika. So how do I call all these people na niwaambie pesa yako haikuji sahi? How do I call our landlord na nimwambie tutachelewa? Unaona, na niwa convince that normally tunalipanga on time, lakini hii time hatulipi. It was one of the hardest thing. Yani it was place yenye partners wangu wanatuangalia. Actually, that is the time that they said we need to officially have you as the CEO. Tutoe kwa shida. So niko hapo na shangaa, mmenipatia sawa kampuni ikiwa na 100 bob. So mnataka ni do.
Yeah.
At least nilikuwa shule. So last year nilifanya course at Strathmore Business School for a whole year. So and at that time tulikuwa tunasoma mambo ya cash flow management. That's when I realized but the shida haikuwa ni ati tu na do, ni cash flow management. We were very quick at paying people but very slow at collecting. And you see when there is that imbalance, unatoa more than when unaingiza. So nikasema no problem. So me I called everybody. Nikawaambia by the way haulipwi. Na by this due utalipo hadi lini? Kwanza tupatie 6 weeks. Wengine wakapiga kelele, nikamwambia sasa hata ukipiga kelele hakuna kitu mimi sina do. So they give us and then nikaanza sasa ya kusema lazima sasa tutafute do. So at that time is when we started saying, because clients wengi tumekuwa tukifanya kazi na wao wananijua mimi au Sharon au Eric, wacha tutafute mtu wa katikati mwenye atatisha pesa. So we got another extra person. Wacha nikwambie, wacha tu niwaambie ukweli, Joan, if you work with us and you have our money, But the time unapata message ya dem anaitwa Ann, utakuwa unakopa pesa. So that's how those people basically paid the money.
Nice.
Na tukaweza kutoka kwa hiyo. But from that time, do you know, we have never gotten into a place where tuko na crisis kama hiyo because of learning how to manage money. But resilience. Kuketi chini kiasi unapata huyu mtu anakupigia, huyu anakupigia, unafeel kama utafunga. Client naye anataka delivery yake. Yeye hajui kama, na huwezi ambia client ati hatuna do. Na yeye story haelewi. So it needs a lot of resilience and mental strength to be able to make sure that una run biashara. So I think growth and leadership, because you need to actually be the leader of your team, and number 2, you need to have a lot of resilience and strength, which also comes with a lot of emotional resilience. Yani you can be downtrodden. Vitu za client haziwork, na mtu wako amefanya zisiwork. How do you manage those? Zingine you cannot be, huwezi kuwa under pressure with kitu yenye your employer ako under pressure with. Unaona, mtu amekuja kukuletea job, kuna kitu imeharibika, unamwambia relax. Hizi vitu zote. So I think that mental ability to have strength is what you need to have, so that you can be able to grow a business. And again, in the previous question nilisema, the more biashara ina grow, the more mashida zako zinakuwa mingi. Hebu imagine umetuma msee a particular country and then ameachwa na flight. So utafanya nini? Mlikuwa na pesa, mlikuwa na budget. Haezi kaa huko, lazima arudi. So the more projects are getting bigger, the more even legal. The other day tulienda tukafanya project and then client tuka deliver the work, and then all of a sudden I got on my work email nikapata hata hiko ni client, ni mse partner wa client amenitumia email akasema that we are suing you for data protection infringement, and for the 8 people that wameapia kwa project yenu, we are requiring $10,000 each. So 8 people ni kumaanisha ni $80,000. That's around like 11-12 million. So if these people went to court, they would win actually. It's unaketi chini unajiuliza, wow, first of all, mko na milioni 8. Haya, mtatoa wapi milioni 8? Na mkitoa milioni 8 mtabaki wapi? So it's, you don't panic. Of course you panic, but you have to look for a solution. So when unaketi chini, you call this, it's a big school, international school. You have to call the school and tell the school, okay, nimeona email yenu. So how do you go about this? And you negotiate. And finally we negotiated, and they decided they're not going to file the case, and they forfeited until we did whatever they wanted. So ni hivyo tu. Now it is after a week, nilicall Eric na Sharon nikawaambia, do you know tulikuwa tunasuiwa 8 million. Guy, kwa nini kutuambia na ulifanya nini? Amia resort. CEO. Resort. Hebu imagine, boss cause wangesema wangetusuia, ningekuja tu kwa niwaambie baadaye tumesuiwa na 8 million. Do you know what this means? This means that hey, savings zetu baadhi zimeenda down all of a sudden, and so it just takes a lot of emotional soberness to say, okay, we can solve this problem. Actually, one of the biggest roles of an entrepreneur is problem solving. Yeah, you need to make sure that problem imekuja, no returning to sender. It's your problem. Fix it.
What's the biggest lesson umejifunza ukikuwa entrepreneur?
Do not have an overestimation of yourself. Okay. What that means is, I think a lot of business people think that they are the best business people in the world. Kila mtu akifungua biashara anasema hii biashara, what do you think? Mimi ni mzee wa biz, nitachapa. Exactly. That's the right word actually. And what now happens is that there is this overestimation of yourself, and then unacha a lot of gaps. Zenye hii biashara yako haiwezi grow until you fix. And hiyo inakupatianga a lot of humility. You need to be learning every day. Every day. One day niliambia my partners that I will no longer be going. Sitakuwa naenda sets na nyinyi. Why? Because the more I'm on set, I'm forfeiting a lot of things that will help me build this business. So nikawambia mimi kazi yangu ni ku make sure that hii biashara ina run. And part of that responsibility, Joanne, ni to make sure that you are learning a lot. The things you're listening to na vitu kama hizo. So when you reduce an overestimation of yourself, you realize kuna vitu mingi haujui. Na I realized hivyo last year time nilienda Strathmore, hiyo course ya ISB. Na nikalearn that there's a lot of things I don't know. And I need to know. And if nataka kubuild biashara kama ile naonanga, hizi vitu zote lazima ni feel. Hizi vitu zote lazima tufanye. And if I decided that ninajua na nikose pursue knowledge and information and even mentorship from people, you think that you know, but you don't know. Let me ask you a question, Sahi. I don't know how much money ushaiguza, but assuming right now upata 10 million, do you know how to use it?
Yes.
You know how to use it? I can tell you the truth. You don't know how to use it.
Ebu ikuja.
Aiwezi.
Ebu ikuja alafu tujue.
Because you can't know where you have not been.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is, since all of us tuna aspire kufika place fulani, lazima utafute a way ya understand hiyo space inakaaje. And hata tutoke biashara kiasi tukuje even a personal life, ni if Joanne, you want to get married or you want to mtu akuoe, you do not know what is in marriage. So one of the things you have to do is look for people who have been there, so that
kwa kinandoa.
Look for the people who have been there, and they will give you a glimpse of what you expect on the other side. You'll at least be prepared.
Yeah.
The same way with business is, if I want to earn 50 million, 100 million, it means that I have to build the capacity for it. So don't have an overestimation of yourself.
Please tell people mali wanaweza kupata kama wanakutafuta.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so just a word to a young entrepreneur. Tuache kukimbia. The journey it takes time na process. Sahi generation tuko nayo ni generation yenye inataka tuanzie leo, kesho tushapata kenye tunafaa tupate. Ni mushroom. But it takes time, and remember that the taller you want to go up, the deeper you need to have the foundation. So I would say you'd rather take time in the first 5-10 years if you want to build biashara. What I normally say is that we help, when I consult for businesses, I say that I'm into building legacy businesses that go beyond you and your children. And if that's the case, then you'd rather take time to build foundation, badala ya kufastanisha vitu haraka. What will happen ni ati ukitaka kufastanisha vitu haraka, you'll enter into wrong deals, utakoniwa sana, utaanza kufanya vitu hivi upate pesa haraka. So as young people, let's just take time, let's take the process, let's learn, let's take blueprint ya kampuni zimegrow, uangalia that it takes a lot of time to build the foundation and the structure of the business. So let's do that. Number 2, let's have proper values. I mean, nimetoka kuambia Joanne sahi that the business reflects the owner and you the person. So if you want your business to have proper longevity and value, make sure that wewe uko na values zako poa sana. Ili usidanganya ovyo uingie kwa madili shady, ujue kuscrutinize different people, different deals and companies. You do not have to enter to any form of business. You need to have your values first. And that is what I will tell you people. Process and values. And you will go far as an entrepreneur. And then finally, seek knowledge. Don't think that you know. Tunasemanga that if you think you know, then you don't know. If you think that you are standing, your downfall is soon coming. Soon coming. So be a dry sponge and you never absorb a lot. Number 1. Number 2, be naive. What do I mean by that? Be hungry to learn. Don't think that you know everything. Peace, guys, and may the Lord God bless you. Make sure that you do business the right way. We are young people. To get me, it's so easy. On my LinkedIn, the African Director. On Instagram, the African Director. If you want to learn more about Artlink Agency Limited, just go to www.artlinkagency.com and you get everything that we do there. We have a lot of resources for you on how to grow your business, on how to scale and get clients. So you can find us there. You can contact us. You can contact me personally on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn, and we can be able to help you and have a conversation.
Are you ready for quick fire questions?
Kuna quick fire questions?
Ndizo hizi sasa. Tuko hapo.
Gosh, quick fire questions.
Si ni rahisi.
Haya, sawa, niambie.
Si unajua mimi si msichana mbaya hata.
Hapana, wewe si msichana mbaya. Wewe si msichana mbaya. Nimezijui maswali.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Early morning person.
Early morning person. What's one thing that you cannot stop buying ever?
Shoes.
Who do you call the most?
Moremi, my partner.
Wow.
Yes.
What calms you down when you are anxious about something?
Music, playing music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what's your favorite music?
Contemporary black music, close to jazz. Yes.
Okay, we are done.
Ni hivyo tu?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this conversation, and it's my hope that you will get a lot, because he has talked about so many things that are going to help each one of you. So thank you so much. See you in our next episode. And we are happy people. Just a reminder that this episode has been sponsored by Prime House Interiors Limited, a company that does interior and exterior designs. And you can find them on their socials, and their website is primehouseinteriors.co.ke. Thank you so much. See you next time. With so much love. Goodbye.